Hey, what's up everybody? It's yours truly, John Levy, and I'm taking a trip down memory road today. And I am in the Port Richmond section, Thompson and Madison, where I went to grade school. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this around and talk about my times and a lot of my friends' times at St. Adalbert's. Hang tight, and I hope you enjoy the show. So one thing, when you came to St. Adalbert's, you always known right where it says Our Lady of PortRichmond, it always read St. Adalbert's. And actually, these are actually new gates here. I guess I think the ones we had were black. And when you would come in this way, here there was always bad weather, whether it was raining out or snowing out, and your parents would drop you off, and you would go inside these doors here, which at the time they were glass. And I'm going to start my way all around here and then just make my way around the school. So right here would be where I guess these yellow dots are for the schools, if anybody can tell me. But the 7th and 8th grade went outside. They would stand here, and this is where they would go in. The safeties per se would open this door, and you would go through the fire escape to each of the floors here. And this is where 7th grade would be. So we'll make our way. Now here, this corner house here used to be a deli, if I'm not mistaken. We used to go lunchtime and play video games, buy chips and stuff to drink. On the Port Richmond page, I mentioned about the school store. Well, it wasn't the school store, but they used to sell, the lady here used to sell school uniforms for all the local Catholic schools. Nativity, which is right up there, which is no longer around. St. George is down the road. Got the Cornerstone here, 1953. So, wow, I do remember this. So for you guys, now I went to school here from 1978 to 1988. I left St. Adalbert's, and then I wound up coming back. I remember as a kid, this parking lot right here was, it used to be some sort of hall. I don't know if it was a Polish hall. I don't know if it had something to do with the school. So if any of my older people from the 60s, late 60s, can remember exactly what this was here. Come across the street. This was the kindergarten class right here. Miss Amoroso taught this. And I don't remember sitting out here that much. I don't have too much of a memory here. But I do remember coming out, and they would open the doors, and then all the parents would be standing out here in the street, and you know, they would pick you up from school. Now, I used to be a safety on this corner up here at Edgemont and Madison. And behind this locked gate, they used to have 2 metal barricades, yellow and black, that we used to have to carry out. If you were the safety on this corner, on this block, you had to put a barricade here, and then you would have to put a barricade out there. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I got a question for you. You remember there used to be a building right here?
Yeah.
Well, did that have association with the school?
Yeah.
Was it like a hall of some sort?
It was a school. It had offices in there.
Office, yeah.
And then we went to
Years ago. Years.
You'd be a doctor there or some nurse, and you'd, read the chart and that stuff.
Is that what that was there? Yeah. I'm just doing a video from when I used to come to school here. This year will be 34 years I've been out.
I got out in 63.
Did you go to St. Adalbert's too?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Have a good one. One thing, how you doing? One thing about St. Adalbert's when I was a kid, I always found it really neat. To me, there was always like a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of like crevices and holes, and This was always one of them. I always found neat, these stairways that went down underneath these one steps here. I guess that's like the boiler room. But as I was saying, behind these gates here, there would be, I don't know, probably right around here or somewhere over here somewhere, they would have the black and yellow metal barricades. And again, you would have to put them up here for recess and stuff in the morning time. I don't know even if the kids come out anymore. This place here on the corner, if you guys remember, that was Bebo's Tavern. Bebo's. And the thing with Bebo's is you had this corner house right here, which at the time in the 70s and 80s was kind of run down. And there used to be a dog house there, and the dog there used to be, his name was Luigi. And Luigi was actually cool. I don't know, he never bothered anybody, but he had his dog house here on the side of the house. And yeah, he would come around, he would walk around the corners here. All the kids knew him. All the kids knew Luigi. Now the convent here, never inside it, but that was another mystery to me. It always looked like a castle to me growing up. I guess back then you had a lot of schools had nuns and stuff. And I don't ever remember this being used, this side door here. I don't ever remember. But I do remember is I wasn't really bad in school. But I used to just get involved with little mischievous stuff. And I always remember the teachers telling me to go get my brother, who was always 2 grades higher than me. And if for some reason, I guess they thought he was going to tell my mom. So making my way here to the schoolyard. There's the rectory. Oh wow, they got it all fenced off. This was the kitchen house for the nuns. I guess you can't go in this way. This was cool. So in here, in this area here, used to be, I guess it would be like third, I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe fourth grade to probably 6th was all in here. And then back here used to be from like first grade to probably 3rd. And I remember these doors here and those doors, well actually that wasn't there before. There used to be, that was never enclosed before when I was here. And the girls would come out, the safeties at the time, and they would ring the school bell. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was in this age around here, this era, when those school bells rang and it was time to go into school, I used to cry my ass off. I was a crier. And then here, the fire escape up here, this is where we used to go to clap our erasers. Now imagine clapping your erasers and being exposed to all that chalk. I wonder if that was ever a harm. But I think this office right here, this first air conditioner, I believe that was the nurse's office, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we used to have to come out here. I guess the 2nd, 3rd, and whatever, 4th floor, if you want to call it. You'd come out and there'd be chalk from the erasers all over the walls, and you had to come out here and clap all that shit in your face. Good memories, man. And this is where all the priests parked. The one priest I always remember was Monsignor Yavarowski, if I pronounced that correctly. Up here used to be there always used to be tennis balls. And how the hell it got stuck up there, I have no idea. But I always remember seeing tennis balls up there. But yeah, this used to be, our pastor was Monsignor Yavarowski, if I remember, if that is pronounced right. And this is the rectory. And that would be the sacristy area where John, I remember John, a little short, heavy-set older guy, he was the one that took care of all the priests and stuff like that. This was another thing that always amazed me. When I went to school here, it always reminded me of like another secret crevice. And we always used to hang here and swing on these bars. And one of the things here It was like an underground thing. Now this, if you look, that goes completely underneath. And these grates are still here. Still original grates. How crazy is that? But, yep. And that's all. Now, see, now you can't have anything open anymore. You can never have anything open. It's crazy. Everything's got to be locked up. Now, I don't remember. Nobody ever came through these doors. I guess, well, this is part of the gym. And again, this is a lot of memories, man. I remember the guys when I came back to St. Adalbert's, I got left back here. And the guys I hung out with prior to leaving was me, Ricky Eckert, Gorman Keene, Chris Shank, John Openick. I apologize for the wind. And John Openick, we used to get him sick. Ricky Eckert and Chris Shank, they were one of the guys always, when we here, would hawk up some loogies, some real good green ones. And John Openick would throw up. But that was like our thing. We would get John sick, probably right around here somewhere. And John would always wind up getting sick from it. But, and then when you have graduate, I remember graduating, the last time I was ever walking through St. Adalbert's, we processed. Now, quote me if I'm wrong, and I got to give a shout out to my researcher. I don't know how to pronounce her married name, but Ingrid Hartman Pasucci. I apologize, Joe, if I got your guy's name wrong. But when we graduated here, our 8th grade year, I believe we processed. Came out here, and even a May procession. You always come out this way, and you would walk all the way around, come up this way towards the church. And these walls never changed either. Get a better shot at the rectory there. But St. Adalbert's Church. Now I've been trying to get inside. If anybody has any pull, we can get inside. I would love to do an inside thing here. Now this place here, I don't know. I think this place here used to be an eye doctor's place. But you can tell that place never changed. Never changed at all. It's always a mystery to me, this other building, when I was growing up, coming to school here. Oh, before I forget, my grandfather when we used to have recess in the schoolyard back there, my grandfather would always walk up, and all the guys I went to school would say, "Yo, John, your grandfather's here," and because at recess you were able to get the penny licorice and the fish and stuff like that. My grandpa would always come up and said he found money walking. And that's how I would get my recess money. Was it Pope John Paul? That's another thing. We had a Pope John Paul visited here. Oh, look, they still got the rectory, St. Adalbert's. Pope John Paul did visit here in the 80s. And I remember there was police all over. But yeah. So this is where it all happened for me. And they still got the sign up there, St. Adalbert's Catholic Church. Now, Ingrid used to tell me, and she told me I had to mention this. Oh, this used to be Koya's Deli, right here on the corner. Now, Koya's Deli, if that was Koya's, they used to make some banging pizza rolls. I guess when this church started in 1908. Woo! My hands are getting cold. But Ingrid used to mentioned to me about the money that you used to have, the rice bowls. And that you always had to put your pennies in there. And Ingrid would freak out because she wasn't able to get her candy, her Swedish fish and stuff. So she said she always freaked out about that. She always wondered where the money went. Across the street here. But see if I remember some of my... Oh, okay. I think the 3rd floor up here was Miss Judd's classroom. And so the top one up here and around the corner would have been Miss Judd and Mr. Carchidi, if I'm not mistaken. I had Sister Teresa Mary, Miss Ann, who passed away. She was a 2nd grade teacher. Mr. Fennerty, Mike Fennerty, who's now an attorney. He was actually my attorney. I didn't think he liked me too much growing up. But, so this is it, man. St. Adalbert's Church. St. Adalbert School, which is now Our Lady of PortRichmond. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video of St. Adalbert's Church and the years I went here. And there's a couple questions I posed to some people that might have been before me. But if you like my videos, do me a favor. Hit like and subscribe and share this video. I got 663 subscribers so far, 300 and some more. And I'll be at 1,000. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the walk down memory lane at St. Adalbert School. Hope you all enjoyed it. Ingrid, I gave you your shout out. I hope I touched base on everything. So you guys have a happy and safe 2022, and see you soon.